Sylvester Stallone revealed on his Instagram page his treatment for a Rocky prequel. In his words, "Imagine a time that will simply transport us back to the origins of Rocky, a cinematic world brimming with characters that have been beloved by people around the world for nearly 5 decades. Climbing aboard that time machine that will take us to the most transformative generation in modern history, the 60s. In Rocky lore, the character was born in 1945, with the original film taking place in 1975. That would make him 30 years old during that time. So if the prequel is to be set in the 60s, we'd be looking at a teenage Rocky. There is no mention yet from Stallone who might be his choice for a younger version of his character, but it'll be interesting to see who they'd go for. Noah Jupe from Ford vs Ferrari springs to mind. In the original film, Rocky tells Adrian how his father told him that he didn't have much of a brain, so he better start using his body, which contradicts the scene in Rocky 5 where Rocky tells Tommy Gunn that at least he had an old man, but I'm just nitpicking. Speaking of Rocky 5, here's a little Easter egg. In the scene where Duke gives Rocky the Christmas presents, the card behind Adrian is Rambo the Red-Nosed Reindeer. There's a better shot of it moments later when Adrian is given out to Tommy. Back to Stallone's treatment and the reason I brought up Rocky's father. Stallone mentioned some pivotal moments from the 60s, like the Cold War and the hippie movement, that would seemingly play a part in young Rocky's story. Now, from what we saw in the original film, Rocky's life path hasn't been the happiest, either growing up with a deadbeat or absentee father figure. This is what I'd like the story to revolve around. Okay, have the civil rights movement and the moon landing as a backdrop to show the viewer the era the series is set in, but don't overpower the main narrative. Keep it grounded. When we meet Rocky, Adrian and Paulie, life has not been good to them. Indeed, Paulie goes through most of the franchise still very bitter. So if this goes ahead, it needs to be plain and normal. As Stallone said, when we first meet Rocky, he was a lost soul, a forgotten man, a wasted life, and that's what the series needs to reflect. Stallone wants this to be a mini-series. He said, ideally 10 episodes for a few seasons. I can't see how Amazon or Netflix wouldn't be jumping at the chance to do this. Time will tell, and while I'm not a fan of prequels, as they tend to be unnecessary, if done right, this could be very interesting. It'd be good to see Rocky meet Paulie for the first time and sign up to Mighty Mick's gym. One thing that great care needs to be taken with is the Rocky-Adrian relationship. The Rocky saga is essentially a love story set in the world of boxing. The success of the series will depend on the portrayal of their connection to each other. From Rocky to Rocky Balboa, Creed and Creed 2, with Stallone still pushing for a Rocky 7, and now this prequel series. It seems we may not be done with the Southpaw from Philadelphia just yet. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, Hailing Frequencies closed. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell too. Thank you.